Award-winning farmer Prt1 leads the world in sustainable winemaking. Yalen's wines are produced with a zero carbon footprint. It's world-class wine that doesn't cost the earth. Prt1's wines, for the love of the land. Yalen's Wines are proud to bring you this edition of New Zealand's favourite heartland garden show, Garden Rambles with Michael Self. Welcome to this week's Garden Rambles. This week it's the last of our series for this year, and so we're exploring getting ahead to Christmas. We're at Cedar Lodge Nurseries and they are busy getting their Christmas trees all nicely pruned, ready for Christmas. A little bit early to go out and get a Christmas tree, but deep within the Cedar Lodge Nursery setup is another little business, a veritable wonderland. So we're going to walk down from the Christmas trees and we're going to visit Santa's Choice. It's been interesting in recent times on Garden Rambles that we've come across a few gardens that have featured conifers, have beautiful conifers growing, and everywhere people mention the way conifers got a lot of bad press, the way they were used in the 1970s in pebble gardens. But a walk around this beautiful conifer garden re-inspires you to really enjoy the form, the colour, the little additions that conifers can give to your garden. And you know, whether you want something that's a straight out big pillar, whether you want something that spreads as a lovely ground cover, even if you want to grow some of the junipers and get a few juniper berries to flavour your venison. It's all there within the conifer mixture, and you can mix them up with a lot of your other plants and they will do and thrive beautifully. This garden has got to be one of New Zealand's premier collection of conifers and worthy of a visit any time you're in New Plymouth. Just within this little garden, little patch, is probably 2 or 3 complete garden shows. But today we're here for another purpose. We're going to look at ways that you can decorate your life up ready for Christmas. We're off to visit Santa's Choice, a standalone business within the magnificence and the beauty of the Cedar Lodge Nursery complex. So let's go and catch up with Alison and see what wonderland she has. Wow, what a wonder world here.
Hello.
Oh, hi there, Alison, how are you going?
Hi, I'm good,
Gosh.
thanks. Nice to see
Yes.
you.
What a beautiful, beautiful little room to walk into. Do you feel like you're the magician's niece with all this around?
Oh, it's special. It's actually really special just seeing people loving walking in, coming in, and you know, every year we try and make it really different. We've done huge changes this year, and it's just, yeah, it's a magic. It's a wonderland.
Yes. Now, you're open, it's quite a little few days before Christmas, but you're open as part of the Taranaki Garden Spectacular for visitors to come, but also I imagine for a lot of people that are buying beautiful stuff for decorating their houses and their trees and homes, offices, it's a good opportunity to come in nice and early and get something special.
Yeah, we open second weekend in October, and we have so many people that come in early and get those big decorations. So between people coming in early and then the garden festival, a lot of the really big decorations are picked.
Gosh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's also good for us to have a couple of weeks before the garden festival because it does get very busy. So it's nice for us to kind of warm up into it rather than full on in the garden festival.
Now, something like this, a display, is not going to happen in a few days. When do you start getting all of this together?
I get my stock in as early as possible because if I do that, then it just takes pressure off when we're setting up. So the stock starts coming in, and some of it is early August. Actually, this year was July, but it takes a good probably about 5 or 6 weeks of 3 to 4 people down in the shop setting up. We basically, after all our midwinter functions, we do fundraising evenings and demonstration evenings here in the midwinter. So when they finish in early August, every tree is stripped, completely stripped down.
Yep.
All the decorations are put away from the trees, and we've already designed earlier on in the season, actually towards the end of the previous season, what we want to do the next season. So it's all stripped out, and then between focusing on our new stock and pricing, we're coming down here setting up for the new season. So it's pretty much a good 6 weeks. You know, you've got the windows, you've got your all changes in the middle, all the trees have to be redesigned how we want to do them. Swapping big scenes over, you know, one side to the other, so that when people come in every year, it looks amazingly different. So that's what we do.
So you've got to come back every year just to have a look, if nothing else.
Totally, it's totally different. And this year we've had a lot of people say it's the best year they've seen it. This year we've really gone for more kind of an elegance look. You know, we've really worked hard on the elegance, the opulence, trying to again just raise the bar a little bit. But at the same time, we also work really hard. I do with my buying, that I'm buying things that the average family can afford, decorations that the kids can afford, that's not going to break the bank. So I try and have a real balance of beautiful, opulent elegance, but also really family orientated.
So where are you sourcing, or how are you sourcing all your material?
Well, I'm one of the bigger buyers of Christmas in New Zealand. I am probably one of the biggest independent Christmas shops that there are. I've got suppliers in, Wellington, Auckland, Tauranga, different areas, mainly Auckland. But I go to their showrooms and I get to sort of choose sort of quite early. They set up their showrooms. I've also got some suppliers that I do through catalogue that are overseas. It's a bit more risky, but it's kind of exciting when those things come in. A lot of people say, why don't you go and buy your own things and go overseas? But my suppliers are doing that. They're heading off now. Well, now's my busy time in the shop.
Yes.
So I just feel I can't do both well, and they do a really good job of going to the factories, of, bringing the product in. So I want to support the businesses in New Zealand that are the suppliers doing that too. That's
brilliant. Now, before we move on and have a look at some of the special parts around the shop here, you're right in the middle of Cedar Lodge Nurseries, one of New Zealand's legendary specialist nurseries, and the symbolism of all the conifers and everything which comes through at Christmas must be quite a lovely little aspect of your business, to drive up that drive and enjoy what they're doing there.
Yeah, well, I know as a customer, when I came up, I think that was the magic. It's just a few minutes out of New Plymouth. I mean, not 5 minutes really. And it is, it's the whole, the building, the way the building's been designed and built, and nestled within the nursery. It just makes it a magic place to go to. It's not like you're just walking down the street, oh, I'll just go into a Christmas shop. It's a destination, and I think that makes it very special for people. And a lot of people from out of town that come in are absolutely blown away. They do not expect this in New Plymouth. Even my suppliers, when they come for the first time, think I must be some just little kind of, little Christmas shop, and they're all absolutely blown away. So, yeah, it's a beautiful location.
Yes. And fantastic in the world of pop-up for special events. You're non-pop-up, permanent.
Well, that's right, yep.
Lovely. Well, let's go and I think we better have a look. Nativity scene's probably the first little thing of Christmas. Let's go and have a look at some of those.
Yep.
Realise the full potential of your soil with Liquid Good. The combination of humic and fulvic acids promotes healthy and natural soils, resulting in healthier and more nutritious food. Applications of Liquid Good makes nutrients in the soil bioavailable to your plants, so they thrive, avoiding dependence upon chemical fertilisers. It's safe and easy to use. Liquid Good, micronutrients for plants.